of the Proper Human Sexual Rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill on a private member's motion has raised considerable anxieties in certain quarters of the diplomatic community and among some friends of Ghana that she may be turning her back on her hitherto enviable, long-standing record on human rights observance and attachment to the rule of law. I want to assure you that no such backsliding will be contemplated or occasioned. I think it will serve little purpose to go at this stage into the details of the origin of this proposed law, which is yet to reach my desk.
Yes, the bill has sent anxiety to the diplomatic community and the best friends of Africa, and so the president has to do something about it. This speech is telling me that he is giving assurance to his best friends that no, he's not going to do anything. He's not going to sign. They should rest assured that he's not going to turn his back to them. As he said, he put it that way, like Ghana is not going backwards. I don't understand that one. Where are we going? Where did we come from? And we are not going backwards. It is sad to listen to the president using words such as that, whereby Ghanaians are the people who vote for him and not his diplomatic friends that voted him in. Even though it's about time for him to go, he still managed to shuffle the parliament, knowing that the majority are for this vote, so that when the time comes, maybe they will help him achieve his aim. I don't know what they promise him. I don't know how they are treating him behind closed door. As they already said, they are talking to the president behind closed door. They are warning him about how the economy will rot, and he should not do it. He should never sign that bill. We wait and see. Not being ignorance here, I know that our votes are always influenced by outsiders. I know the president nowadays are being selected, not elected, and they will always put the people who elect them there, their priorities first, rather than putting the priorities of the country in which they are. Sometimes I wonder how people waste their time shouting and, some even deleting each other just because of voting. That's why we always have two parties, because of, they select them to be there and be deceiving us like, your vote count, and the rest. Listen to the president, what he's saying. He's scared, and because election is also just around the corner. So he's a bit scared about what the best friends would do. Let's listen to him more. Thank you so much.
Of this proposed law, which is yet to reach my desk. But suffice it to say that I have learned that today a challenge has been mounted in the Supreme Court by a concerned citizen to the constitutionality of the proposed legislation. In the circumstances, it would be as well for all of us to hold our hands and await the decision of the court. The operation of the institutions of the Ghanaian state will determine the future trajectory of the rule of law and human rights.
According to what he's just said, it means IMF and the rest, his friends, are going to cook something about the economy of Ghana, because you remember the ambassador of USA some time ago, I have the video on my channel, warned Ghana about how rotten Ghana economy is, and when they pass the law, it will be worse. By the way, do Ghana need aid? Do Ghana need loan? Because we have all our resources, the money, from the petrol, the cocoa, the gold, the diamond, Everything is higher 100 times than the loans they are getting. Why can't we break free and mind our own business and do our own thing? These people are coming in the name of friends helping Africa, and they are looting us more. And these leaders keep allowing that to be happening. Maybe I'm wrong. What do you think about this? They are now going to look at the economy and then decide. But he has already made up his mind that he's not going to disappoint his friends. We can be totally free. We can be totally independent. And we cannot continue blaming the USA, the West, the whatever, the Russians, the Chinese. We cannot continue blaming them for our downfall. Let us blame the leaders that are in power in African nation. Almost all of them. They are our downfall. It is about time for the youth to do something about this, because this is too much. When you hear words like this, our friends are not happy. What about the people? What about your family? What about your relatives in Ghana? What about those who voted for you, who risked their lives day and night to stand in the queue in that sun to wait for you? What about them? Let's listen to Mr. Sam George, what he has to say about this. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you.
We celebrate our 67th independence anniversary, and it is under the theme, Our Democracy, Our Pride. And I sit here and ask myself, what is the state of our nation? Are we proud of our democracy? Because, Mr. Speaker, when the president looks at us as a nation and tells us that he is more concerned about the so-called friends of Ghana, and for that reason, the sovereignty of this parliament is being called into question relative to the family values bill that we have passed. Mr. Speaker, I am truly worried the kinds of friends the president keeps. Because the president, Mr. Speaker, my friends will not blackmail me. My friends will not blackmail me with money. So if we are being told that today, and if you read the president's statement, he says that he's giving the friends of Ghana assurance.
Yes, you heard that. When your friend is bribing or betraying you or using something to get what they want, that friend is not a friend. We all know that. Even a child will tell you that when their friends want to get a sweet from them and they have to blackmail them, they know and they will never be happy. So why is it that a grown-up man, a president of a countries will stand up for this? I don't know. Sometimes when I think of our continent, it has a lot. It has, when young ones are trying to liberate Africa, they call them dictators, they call them war criminals, they call them enemies of democracy. Is it a democracy that will eat? Somebody will say that. It's disappointing. It is disappointing that up to today, Africa is not united. This day is 67th since our former president, Dr. Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah, sacrificed his life for the continent. But we are still the same. If not, we are even worse. We have everything. We are rich, yet we are poor. Let's listen to Sam George more. Thank you. By the way, the videos you are seeing, they are in Accra, around 37 military hospital area, going to Makola and the rest. There is tons of videos of Accra that I would love to show you. Until things get back to normal, I'll be sharing these videos bit by bit with you. Anyway, thank you. Let's listen to Mr. Sam George. Thank you.
Today, and if you read the president's statement, he says that he is giving the Friends of Ghana assurance that he is not going to hasten to assent to a bill that this sovereign parliament has passed on representing the will of the Ghanaian people. Mr. Speaker, it leaves me with just one quote that I am going to read with your permission from Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey says, "The Negro who lives on the patronage of philanthropists is the most dangerous member of our black society because he is willing to turn back the clock of progress when his benefactors ask him to do so. If the Negro is not careful, he will drink in all the poison of modern civilization and die from the effects of it." Mr. Speaker, let us urge our president to be mindful of cultural imperialism.
Honourable member, your time is up.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
That was very, very powerful. I like that. That was powerful. I think our president has already drinking all the poisons of whatever they have given them. And they are drunk and they can't think right. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to offend anyone, but this is what I can see and a lot of people can see. They have drunk. Let's listen to one parliament member, what they are thinking of doing. I'll be back. Thank you for your time once again.
Parliament can use Article 106 and by 2/3 majority veto the president on that. Already the minority say they are marshalling forces to be able to get 2/3 majority in Parliament to veto the president and get the controversial anti-gay bill to become law.
He will get it by this Monday, Tuesday. It's within 7 days he will get it.
Okay. So he's telling you what he's likely going to tell you that he's going to do. Do you think that if this comes to push comes to shove, you get 2/3 majority to be able to veto the president?
We will get it more than necessary.
How sure are you?
Very, very sure. When the speaker put the question that who among us was against the bill, what was the numbers? 275 or 275?
Yes, you heard that. So when the president was preparing or is preparing with his friends, the parliament are also preparing, organizing themselves how they can use vote to veto the president, whatever he will come up with. So we wait and see what will happen, if it is going to be like Uganda or is going to be like Kenya or not. All we want is Africa to unite. Without Africa uniting, all this will keep coming. Everything like this sort will keep coming. And it will be left with Africa to be defending itself using the little resources that they allow us to have in our hand to be, discussing things that are not necessary to the development of Africa. Like I always say, I'm not against LBGTQ. No, I'm not against it. It's how people are trying to use it to manipulate Africa. That's what I'm against. Thank you so much. God bless you all. And I will see you soon. If you are new here, please consider subscribing, share, and like the video if you want it to reach other people as well. I will see you soon. God bless you as always. Bye-bye.